Hello everybody! Welcome back to another episode of How to Minecraft on the How to Minecraft server, and it is raining. Now, it normally doesn't actually rain on here very often, so I can't actually give the excuse that it rains all the freaking time, but it does rain quite often. Before we actually dive into this episode, I was thinking to myself, because I noticed another cow got out. And the reason for this is because the baby cows grow up on the wall, and then they become normal cows and then just walk out. I'm fairly more than certain that this is purely because that they are, how should I say, that this is an opaque block, or a transparent block, rather. So it's kind of like, not an entity in a way, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to replace the bottom of this with, and I know I'm not using shears, which is probably like ripping some people in half right now, but I don't have shears on me, unfortunately. I'm going to replace the bottom of this little area right here with some wood, just because I feel like this should be able to keep the baby cows from actually getting to the edge and having the cows grow up, because I don't think we need to make the top block not of leaves, because I do actually really like the leaf coloring. So hopefully this actually does fix it. We'll have to find out at a later... Get the frick out of here, cow. What are you doing? I'll have to find out at a later day, but I think that actually makes it look a lot better, to be honest with you. It makes it look a bit more like a pen. We definitely need to get some building done later on, but that can be done at a later date. For right now, guys, we got something rather interesting to do in this episode of How to Minecraft, and I will give yet another update. I still want to kind of say I'm sick, but I'm nearly done with it. I've already gone past the coughing phase and everything, which is pretty much the last phase. But right now, I still got a little bit left in my nose, and it's kind of giving me a bit of a sore throat. So I think I'm not sick anymore, but it kind of hurts to talk, so you might hear a little bit of some pauses here and there. Anyway, regardless, we're actually going to be putting on some different pants. We're going to be combining these with some other random stuff. Now, I'm thinking... Our pants right now are kind of weak, as well with our chestplate. Our cyborg chestplate kind of needs a repair as well. So what I'm thinking I want to do is actually repair both of those at the moment. But first, let's go ahead and get our inventory cluttered. Or uncluttered, rather. What I want to do this episode is... Here, let me start off with a preface before I get into what we're actually doing. And I'm sure by the title of the video, or if you've skimmed, you probably know what we're doing. But just give me a second. Most people in the server are fighting a single section of dungeons. They're fighting a single dungeon... And that's pretty much what they're focused on at the moment. Like, for myself, well, you know, they're fighting a single few dungeons, rather. And that's just, you know, how they're playing the game, how they're getting their gear. For me, personally, the High Aztec Temple is my #1 go-to dungeon. Very easy. It's not a challenge whatsoever. The thing is, though, there's not a lot of, you know, real variety in the dungeons that I'm seeing around here. So today, even though we don't have a horse... which is kind of unfortunate, I want to take a little bit of an excavation, and when or actually, no, I shouldn't say excavation, that's actually the completely wrong word. What the hell am I doing? Roger, you should know that I'm being a fool right now. Tell me to stop it. I want to actually venture out, wander around, examine the land, and try and find some new dungeons that maybe people actually have never seen before. Or maybe they've seen them, but they've never actually done anything with them. Regardless, I want to actually take a few chest plates here. For example, the Prot 2 chest plate. And let's take, what leggings could we sacrifice right now? We can sacrifice these leggings, those aren't really going to do us very good. From what I recall on how the repairs work in this, if I was to... Let's actually just test this real quick here. Let's go ahead and go up here to our little... That actually terrified me, because I forgot that that's how that works, and nearly freaked me out. Okay, so we're going to take the Valiant chestplate that we want to repair, and turn it into, because this isn't the best chestplate in the world, but I like it for the fact that it has Cyborg on it. I want to go ahead and take the Prot 2. Now that would turn it to, oh, that would actually turn to Prot 3. Interesting. I didn't know you could actually... Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so that's going to cost 6 levels, which isn't really the best thing in the world. And we'll just keep it the Valiant chestplate right now, because it's not really, you know, it's not really worth it. As for the leggings here, now this will cost... That'll actually... Okay, yeah. So as you can see here, with the custom enchants, it actually, even if you were to repair it with a different armor enchant, it actually still keeps pretty much the exact same stuff on here because of how the random enchants, or the custom enchants work on here, which is a little bit of an exploit, but, you know, it's still relatively a cool thing. Obviously, these aren't the best pants in the world either, but they're still relatively good. And I'm sorry. We need to just say this right here. This helmet is the best helmet in the game in the terms of this will never break. The reason I named this Helmet of Everlasting, it has Unbreaking 3, which is already like 4 times the length of the helmet, and Iron Forge 7, which is a 7 in 10 chance on hit it won't take any damage. This helmet is going to last pretty much infinitely. You know, give or take a little while. What the frick are you doing down there, Cap? You're going to be my first death. There you go. I didn't even do any damage. Speaking of unbreaking, but yeah, I want to venture out for a little while and try and find just, I don't know, a good dungeon, a good, powerful dungeon, because I know there's one in the Nether. I know there's a couple dungeons that we've done a while ago. Now, all of our diamond chestplates are not very good, except this one. Our enchanted chestplate, Prot 4, Shield 5, and the blast protection, I guess, is good for creepers. We also have this one, which is dodge and feather falling, but this is obviously so much better. The only issue is I really love the cyborg, even though this gives me literally, wait for it, that many hearts. It's absolutely nuts. And if we were to do that, we could actually put on our legendary boots right here, which would give us the jump boost. Even though I think with that, it actually, yeah, there you go. Now we got the jump boost 2 with the block and dodge. It's just absolutely nuts. The only thing this doesn't have is, the only thing these don't have is unbreaking, unfortunately. And neither do these. None of these boots have unbreaking or anything special like that, which is quite interesting. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to bring different pairs of armor with us. Let me actually go over and quickly refresh all my stuff in here. Do I have... I have lively default on. Yeah, I have lively default on. I looked at the sky, I was like, what exactly is going on with this? I was like, is the sky supposed to be looking this weird right now? This is kind of funky. So let's go ahead and put our blocks away in here. The random stuff that we don't need. I guess we can put away, maybe we could just put away everything. The redstone in here, you just kind of stack that up in the corner. Not really necessary to do anything with it. The leather with the herb chest. This is food chest and etc. I guess leather can go in here along with the rotten flesh. Not sure why I have rotten... Not sure why I have so much rotten... You know what? Hold on. / sell hand. Give me a quick $129. I don't need that stuff in there at all. We actually have 61 wheat too. That's overpowered. We're gonna need to get some steak before we go on our journey as well. We've got a couple boats. We got enough jungle wood to obviously get us through any trials that we could ever possibly face. And then I think the only things that we don't need, let's just stock up some stuff in here. Bone meal we don't need. We can put the wheat away. The bones can go in this chest over... Oh, Jesus! You know, I shot myself there. Bones can go in this chest. Actually, bone meal can go in this chest over here. And the hoe can go in here as well. It's a tool, but... And then I think, actually, that's pretty much all we need to account for in terms of putting stuff away. Let's quickly... 2 things before we leave. Let's quickly put the gold in here so this cooks. Do we have any coal, actually? We have 1 coal in here. Wait, that's not chest with coal. Wait, coal's right here. And then where is... There's 1 more piece of coal. I know there is. Otherwise, I'm selling all this... Yep, there it is. There's the luminous other piece of coal. There's another one in there, too. Excellent. We need more coal. We need a lot more coal. And then the last thing I want to do is grab another backup piece of armor in here. So I think we could actually bring in the... what would be a... Dodge... Prot 4 dodge. Prot 3 respiration 3 demonic. Prot 4 purely. Now this is an interesting chestplate, although actually it's really not. It's interesting, but it's not good. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else we'll really want to bring aside from maybe the resilient leggings, Prot 4 feather falling, and Void Walker. Void Walker gives you a little bit of a hint in case you're dying. That might actually be good in the future. So I think we'll actually keep the pants over here, keep the chest plate on right there. Our mining skill just got increased. That freaked me out because I was like, what the hell just went up with there? We got our Prot 3 and Cyborg 2 helmet. That actually we might want to put on. That's actually not a bad helmet to keep on for right now. Cyborg. That's actually not a bad helmet. This really, actually, this is what we should have been rocking for the longest time. The heck was I doing? Okay, a little strange why I wasn't doing that. And I think we should keep the legendary boots on for right now. These are both legendary boots as well, and I actually did not rename the noble leggings off of that. Looks god-awful. I think we're good to go, though. I think we're good to go. So yeah, I think the only thing left to do is go down to Warp's shop, pick up a little bit of steak before we go. I'm thinking a stack of steak is always a good thing. Our balance right now is currently about 9k. Actually, what's Bal top at the moment? Choco is up top with 55k at the moment. Matt's got 42k. Rob's... People are getting quite rich on the server, which is nice. The economy is starting to go up a little bit. I know I helped Jerome out with a good 10k from the pranks. That was awesome. But I guess the only thing left to do now is kind of figure out an area of which way we want to venture. And I have a feeling that west hasn't really been traveled to all that much. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Oh, actually. Wait. Before we go, just in case it happens, I want to be prepared in this one scenario. Over here. Because this is probably going to be a good idea. Let's keep a saddle on us, and let's keep a diamond horse armor. Because I have a feeling, I've got a feeling that tonight's going to be a good night. We might find a horse. I know Kenny was actually offering to have us buy a horse, which I would not be opposed to talking to him about that. I also could do the thing where I breed together the two horses from the MCMMO, and that horse never dies. Although I have heard mythical tales that when you spawn in the new horse, it actually is too young to breed. At least Kenny told me that's what happened with him. So, I'm not sure... Okay. Who's the frickin' savage that's been eating all this? Is it you, Bunny? I ain't gonna look at you if it was, but... Damn, dude, you got an appetite. I don't think bunnies eat the wheat there, but... Hey, who knows? But anyways... We might find dungeons here and there. We're obviously not going to raid every single dungeon that we find. We'll keep coordinates on them. We'll keep our little lone private coordinates right now. We could always sell the coordinates later on for people that are looking for a challenge. Maybe when TPPOS becomes a thing. See, this is a thing that I'm planning on doing myself. And I'm actually going to do this one thing that I typically never do, but for the sake of you guys, I will. Like I said, I never usually do this. I'm going to turn rain and snow off at the moment, which actually probably makes this video a lot more watchable, I should say. But how was I saying this? Later on, what I want to do is, and I could have already done this, but I decided to go for /nuke for banter purposes, purely for banter, is I want to actually purchase /TPPOS and get a markdown of a bunch of dungeons. In fact, nearly every single dungeon in the game. And I want to be able to TP to a different one every start of the episode. So I can do like a varied kind of dungeons. You know, I could do like a varied, you know, dungeon every single episode rather than just defeating a high Aztec temple, because I'm fairly more than certain you guys are absolutely bored with that dungeon because there's literally nothing more to, you know, observe. Once you guys saw it, you know, for the first or second time, it was like, okay, Brennan. There's nothing to see here. You can stop showing us this dungeon. It's literally like you get... Now, this over here, this was a dungeon that... this was our first and only death. This dungeon over here. A very easy one, though, with a very simple exploit. Although I think since the boss gotten buffed, it might not be exploitable anymore. But I do know it's still a relatively easy dungeon, especially with the fact that you can actually skip the parkour entirely. I actually found that dungeon by accident. I think I was the first one to ever find it, and it was by complete accident. I was turning around, and I just happened to find it. But I will also give a little thing in here, and hopefully you guys don't mind me rambling a bunch. Exploring in this world is so flipping cool because of all like the custom terrain and everything. It's absolutely gorgeous. Like right now, we're running along an area and just this whole thing. Oh my god, Jesus, that night vision with respiration though. This whole thing just looks beautiful. It's like a surprise. I don't think I've actually ever... Oh, that's a big ravine. That's a big ravine right there. I don't think I've actually ever been down this way. So this is new territory to me, at least. I don't know if anybody else has been directly down this way. And if someone has, I'm probably getting some pretty big face palms at the moment. I know there's a little area where we can see which parts of the map have been explored, but I kind of want to go off on a limb. This is actually another jungle over here. Ooh, can I actually get some... Can I get a pearl from you or two, possibly? No, I cannot, unfortunately. The only thing that I don't have on this sword that I would really, really desire... Well, two things. Number one, I'm breaking, and number two would be looting. Would love those on the sword to no end. But unfortunately, vanilla enchants like those are a little bit hard to come by. Now this is... What is it with this server and jungles right next to a giant, beautiful lake? Literally, that looks so cool. This whole area looks so cool. I love this. Look at this. This is nuts. This looks exactly like our base back at home. But like 20 times larger, actually. Yeah, this place is huge compared to our place. Yeah, this actually, I guess it has the same scheme to it, like the same layout, but much larger. I think a much smaller forest to actually give that. Hey, little spider, and you're dead in literally one shot. Not even fair. Now this over here, ooh, this is a pretty cool area too. What biome is this considered? Plains? I mean, okay, if you want to call it plains, that's a pretty big lava pool. Wonder if any horses have died in it. Keck. I think Matt pulled a Tyler, if I can recall correctly. I think Matt pulled a Tyler and actually lost one of his horses in a lava pit. And I say Tyler because for those that didn't watch the first episode, literally that was Tyler's game, was losing horses in lava pits. It's quite upsetting when you think about it, that's his title, but, hey, you know, the man's got to have something to be remembered by it. Now, this looks... I will give it this, and I will say this 1,000 times over again. Like I said last episode, take it from the book of phrases that I have repeated way too much in this series. If I was building a mountainside home, this would be the best world in the freaking universe. I'm sorry, but, like, just look at that mountain. Just for one example. This whole place is like... Oh, there's a village! Hello, village. You might actually be of use to me if you have not been raided. Huh. Now, I know the border is relatively small, especially in terms of the custom environment. Because it does actually... the custom environment is 2k by 2k, and that's within, like, the dungeon radius and everything. And what is it? The border itself is 3k by 3k. So you can actually venture out about 1,000 blocks into vanilla terrain. However, you're not really going to find anything special. Let's see if this has actually been raided or not. We'll know if we're on a good track. If it hasn't, dang it. Okay, this area has actually been raided. Has all the supplies and everything been taken? There's still villagers here. But I think, at least I would assume... Can you break stuff here? You can. Okay, you can break stuff here. That was fast, Jesus. So this area has been ventured to. Which leads me to believe that we're probably going to find a dungeon that people have already explored. Unless we travel out quite a bit further, which is definitely my game plan to do. So what I think we're going to do for right now is I am going to do a brief little cut. And then I guess I'll come back whenever I find something, whether it be... This looks sick. This looks so cool. I love this. Probably just my texture back though. But anyways, I'll do a little cut and I'll catch you guys back when we find something. So I found something. I have found something. This is actually about less than a minute when I made the cut. And I see something. Yes, indeed I do. This looks rather interesting. Not sure what exactly we are about to embark on. What is this? Ruins? This looks cool, whatever it is. Dungeon? Oh, whoa. Whoa! It's an outside dungeon? Holy crap. I'm getting a screen. It's literally... Okay. I feel like I want to explore this area. The entity. Okay, we're back with the entity over here. I want to explore this dungeon, but I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. What are you? You're just a normal guy, aren't you? You're not the entity, are you? Nope. You're just a normal guy. I want to explore this dungeon. But then I freaking love the dragon with the overlay over there. He's not real. Oh, that is so cool. The outdoor I don't even know what this... That's really cool. That's really freaking cool. I think we're going to mark this down. I'll catch you guys back in just a second. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Traveling out about a minute later, and we found this... The cutoff of the world border. So basically, we've reached the point of where the world border is now... Well, the custom generation is done, which means, obviously, there's no dungeons outside of the actual area in the vanilla terrain, since obviously the custom terrain holds the dungeons since they were custom built there. You know, not generate as we're walking right now. Everything's preset, basically. The whole map is already built, basically. At least I think that's how it works. Could be wrong. Well, I would actually assume I'm right. So, anyways, so what we're actually going to do is we're going to actually hop back over to, there we go, got our speed. Oh, we're actually going to need to swap our boots back wait. No, we're going to need to swap our helmet back when we do that. Then we do that, and then we do this, and we get our speed back. Perfect. It's like a little switch every time we take damage. It's actually the most beautiful tool in the world. So we're actually going to head back and defeat that dungeon, which I kind of feel bad because I actually killed, like, 4 of the guys, which, I'm going to be truthful with you. The dungeons are going to need multiple buffs. Because right now, they're incredibly easy. At least, some of them are, depending on the gear that you have. Because right now, I have shield 5, which means I'll basically never die. And I'm able to 2-shot the other surrounding mobs, you know, surrounding the entity. So there's pretty much no, you know, challenge with it whatsoever. Obviously, other people will have a much harder time killing off the dungeon than people that are more well-stacked. But for the majority's part, everyone in here is relatively stacked to begin with. And where the hell did the dungeon... I think the dungeon is over to the right side. Why were you not on fire? Dead. Insta-dead. It could be the fact that I just have a very overpowered sword. In fact, actually, I'm pretty sure this is the fact that I have a very overpowered sword, but I don't think dungeons are a hard thing for literally anyone. If you still die in a dungeon, you're probably experiencing some ping. Oh, and we actually, well, interesting. Okay, very interesting. We haven't traveled much at all, and we have, already, well then. Is this rated? I hope it's not. I hope it's not rated, which means we probably have been the only one to find this temple. Not rated! Gold horse armor. Apples. Sick. Alright. Actually sick. Okay. And this area can be broken, which means there's no dungeon underneath it, which I have actually seen before. Respiration 3 is not a bad book to have. But then again, kind of useless with our everything at the moment. Let's actually go over and... First thing we want to do is... This is our place. This is our place. So we're going to break these bookshelves, get the books from it, because obviously, you know, why not? You might as well. Every time you go to a place, you might as well take the books. And we're going to go over and try and see if we can find anything. Oh, this is beautiful. This whole area is just gorgeous. And there's a vanilla temple right next to this place. Now, this cannot have been raided. Obviously, it wouldn't be. At least I would assume it. No, never. Oh. Skype is going off. Let me go ahead and put that on Do Not Disturb. Preston's messaging. Wait, what the fudge? Has this been raided? No, it's not been raided. Okay, we got emeralds, saddles, and gold. More gold horse armor, and a little bit of some extra coin. I guess that's relatively okay. Let's go ahead and put some sandstone down right here. I actually just need to type in one more thing. Yep, wrapping up, recording, quick like... Wrapping up, quote-unquote. I just want him to stay awake so he will spoon me. Here, let me go ahead and put the smooth stone back down, get back out of here, and then try and figure out what exactly I want to do with the dungeon. I actually need to figure out... No, actually, I know where the dungeon is. I don't know why I'm bantering about... Trying to pretend I don't know where the freaking dungeon is. Of course I do. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure out here. So we were by the swamp. It should be relatively in this area, because we didn't go too far out from here. In fact, it might actually be a bit more down that way, because it was... Is it, like, right down there? Wasn't this where we just came from? Or is it, like, right... I'm actually completely forgetting. Is this bad memory? Is this bad memory, or is this just, like... What time is it right now? I'll blame the fact that it's 12:11 a.m. That's my cause to blame. I think this is the dungeon. This is it right here, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I was like, no, I know where it is. I think actually to be a challenger, we're going to fight this with our axe. A Sharpness 1 Stormbringer 3 axe, which I have actually been told... Oh, Spawner's here. I have actually been told that Stormbringer increases the chance of striking down lightning upon an opponent, which is pretty freaking cool. because I have been told that other people use this. I think Choco has it on one of his overpowered weapons, which is pretty freaking awesome if you ask me. And this will really help get our axe skill going up there as well. Get that skull splitter activated, which I don't actually think does many, like too many great things. In fact, now that I think about it, it might really be the fact that we have really good gear, because this axe does actually take a long time to kill him. If I had my sword out right now, this guy would already be down to like 5 hearts. It's not even funny the amount of damage that my sword does. Now, obviously, I know this because of several comments and just the way that MCMMO works. I'm not a complete nub. Once you get your axe leveled up, that, you know, an axe can be much, much more dangerous than a sword, which I completely believe, because I know, obviously, how it works. We might actually have to back up in just a second. Critical hit right there. Beautiful. Because I know, like, every hit with an axe does a certain amount, a certain percentage higher, with, I think, higher levels. Oh, there are actually a lot of mobs. This is a... Okay, wow! Wow! Holy crap, dude! Jesus! This was unexpected. This was highly unexpected. This isn't that easy of a dungeon. Well, actually, nah, I would've... I'm just challenging myself at the moment. If I had my sword, he would've already been dead. Let's actually back the fudge out of here. Take our chest plate off, and very quickly... Oh, hello, you're coming for me. Put that back on. That's actually not going to give us our thorns for some strange reason. Energy is still freaking chasing us. There's our thorns back. And here we can just keep swinging up our little freaking mayhem. This guy's actually able to travel a pretty fair distance. Oh, got that creeper right there. And he actually blew him up. Sweet. How does it feel getting killed by your own kind? And now you're in a hole because the creeper... You're actually in an area where we can destroy... I could trap you. I could trap you right now, unless creeper damage for some reason isn't affected in this area. Can I dig this? I can dig this. You're in an area that I can dig. I can trap you if I really wanted to. Wait, hold on. Put some water down right now. No freaking way. You are such a weak little nub. It's not even funny. Let's go ahead and take this off right here and put this back on. Wait. Takes a little while, I think, to actually put the absorption back on. And there we go. Got our absorption. Our 22 hearts. 44 HP. Actually overpowered. Our gear is actually not doing all that great. At least our iron helmet is really not doing all that great. We might have to take this helmet off and put on our everlasting helmet. Yeah, this is actually taking quite a bit of a beating. Especially with the fact that I'm leveling... I mean, I've leveled up my axe to about 10 levels high, I think, just fighting him alone, which is pretty crazy. The axe is taking quite a bit of damage, but still not half bad. Now, I know, who is it? Oh, God. Oh, this is actually really bad. 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 Oh, God. I gotta run. I don't want to kite him, like, too far away. I don't want to kite him too far away, because I don't want him to reset. I like having the challenge outside of the arena right here. It's actually pretty cool. Alright, let's put that back on. Wait. Wait. Is our armor still good? Yeah, that's gonna break soon. That's gonna break very soon. Let's actually... We gotta put our helmet of everlasting back on. There we go. And there's 2 bosses?! No! No, no. You're kidding me right now. You're actually kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. He's not real. That little dude down there is not real. That little dude down there is not real. I got my Pete's trusty bow. One-shot these freaking skellies. Bitches. That little dude down there is not real. I mean, you're the main boss of this place, right, dude? Tell me. Oh, damn, that was a long shot right there. Boss, freaking arrows overpowered on these guys. Please tell me that little guy down there isn't actually real. I think he is. Yep. He's taking damage down there. There is 2 bosses in this dungeon. And Lachlan joined the game. What's up, little Lockie? Oh, yo. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Soulbreaker. That's crazy. You are actually unreal with me right now. There are 2 bosses. There are 2 bosses in this. There are 2 bosses in this. There are 2 bosses in this. This guy's taking quite a heavy hit of damage, though. This guy's actually taking a pretty heavy beating. Holy crap. Okay, let's actually... This is a lot more intense than I anticipated it to be. This is a lot more intense than I anticipated it to be. Oh my god. Okay, okay, the baby zombie is actually dying quite fast, and we got one of them down. He's down. Okay, baby zombie. The cursed graveyard chest has been restruck. The cursed... Is that this one? Is that this one? Are you serious? Are you serious? No, my face when 3 bosses. 3 bosses. Are you serious? No, wait a second. Wait a second. The baby zombie... You're kidding me. This dungeon has 3 bosses. I actually really want to cry right now. Are you serious? That is mental. That is beyond mental. Oh my god. And Preston's on. I guess I'm doing a late night recording sesh. Dude. Not even... GG, PD. No, not freaking GG at all, dude. Not freaking GG at all. I'm gonna die. Look at all these. They are ripping my armor in half. Holy crap. Yo, I better get... Hold on. I'm emptying out my loot right now. I am emptying out my loot right now. Getting ready for those 5... Oh, they better be 5 items coming into my inventory oh so soon. This is nuts. Obviously, since it got restocked, this dungeon has been explored before. No way. This is beyond insane. And there's a lightning creeper. He's gonna blow up and cause a lot of damage to the slave master, right? Yep, he is. Oh god. Holy freaking... Okay, actually, everything's about to die. My boots are probably going to die. My legendary boots are about to die. I actually have to take my boots off. I actually have to take my boots off. And my enchanted chestplate. This is so much crazier than I thought it would be. And Matt is on. What the balls is going... This is It's 1 a.m. for me. 4 a.m. for East Coast. Why are there so many people online? This is nuts. Are they like all here to witness and gather me defeating this impossible dungeon? Or something? Because this dungeon is actually like almost literally impossible. The amount... Okay. Obviously the dungeon itself doesn't have 3 bosses in it. Obviously. Some late night HTM. Just a dungeon with 3 bosses. No big deal. Literally everything is dying. I'm literally just getting RKO'd. I think the most I've seen was 5. Okay, alright, Matt. Friggin' new jam. Dungeon master. Alright, this is nuts. Can I get my... Okay. Got that back. Now, please. I don't care about any of these other freaking skeletons. Skeleton dungeons are obviously the worst. Just let me at the slave master, please. I am not in the mood for any of the other shenanigans from these guys. Everything is dying, including my everlasting helmet is actually dying in front of me. Nah, my helmet's everlasting. It will survive. I gotta get the hell out of here. Holy freaking crap. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. Put on this chest plate. No, skeleton! You will not... Oh, get my absorption back, please. I gotta eat. What are we gonna eat? 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 Hardest dungeon battle of my life. Hardest dungeon battle of the century right here. I did not think it was gonna be as hard. You know what it was? I don't think the skeletons were spawning because it was daytime. That's probably why. I don't think the carpet protects from that. Our XP, though, has just gone mad. Okay. He's down to 1 heart, I think. He's down to nearly 1 heart. Get the hell out of here. Frick you! Where's our chest? Where's our chest? Give me all the loot. Oh! Get out of here, skeletons. Get out of here. Never come back. Never come back. Never come back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Jeez. Ooh. That ain't... Okay, it's a legendary sword. Damn! Legendary boots. Twisted sword. And a zealous helmet. Okay, let's examine this stuff. Okay. This... What are the cores of that dungeon? I'll PM him later. Holy freak. The Helmet of Everlasting has never once endured such a feat like that. Everything of ours is just... Look at us. Look at us. We are destroyed. There's even a baby... That baby can't even handle. Can't even handle. We're going right to the grave right here. Cursed. The cursed dungeon. Right to the grave. We're taking a screenshot of this. Right there. Right. Right as I get shot. Thanks, asshole. Thanks. But anyways, let's go ahead and check and see what our loot was off of this. I don't even care about a chain. I care about nothing else. Nothing. Except what I got. What do we got? What do we got looking here? What is this? What is this? Okay. We almost accidentally fell on that. Our loot. Our boots. Oh my god, our armor. Jesus Christ. Okay. We got from that. Prot 4, Unbreaking 2, Blast Protection 4, Shield 4 boots. It's iron, so it's okay. Sharpness 2, Bane of Arthropods 5, Stormbringer 3, and Headless 1. It's not better than the sword that I have right now. I have a legendary sword right here. That's not better. Twisted Swords, Sharpness 4, that's not good either. And what was it? Zealous Helmets. Prot 3, Feather Falling 4, Shield 1. Okay. Admittedly, the loot that we got was not the best. This was the loot that we got. This was the loot that we got from there. Yeah. Not all that good. I mean, was it worth it for banter purposes? Of course. Everything is worth it for banter purposes. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of How to Minecraft. We're going to end it off here. You son of a bitch. We're going to end it off here. We're going to end it off here. Oh my god. I was like, you know, this seems like a relatively easy dungeon. Never visit this dungeon at night. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. And what was this dungeon called? This was called the Cursed Graveyard. Crazy. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys next episode. Hopefully you enjoyed. And we'll try and find some new dungeons, probably within another episode or two. Our sword skill is up there. And our axe, MC MMO axe, is right now, or was it? MC top axes. We are currently there with 54. So we got our levels up to about, we got nearly 20 levels right there. So that's crazy. But anyways, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I'll catch you back for the next episode of How to Minecraft. A little bit less brutal than this one. Ciao!